We're talking about our doggo. It's a sad day, but Trevor's really got a good perspective on it.
Addison?
You have a great attitude, Trevor. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Against Brent's opinion or probably desire, Gizmo's always been called Trevor's dog. Because, do you know why?
Because I was begging for my dad to get a dog. Then we, I guess, landed on this one. Just adopt my dog.
Yeah, both boys wanted a dog really bad. Trevor's always been a good saver, so he had quite a bit of money in his savings account, and so.
But I hate spending it.
Just like Mama. So he saved all of his money, put that towards the dog, and so Trevor always was like, "It's my dog. I bought this dog," and it's been a family dog. Trevor actually was pretty aggressive, so would always be more the one to razz the dog. And Brent is so gentle. Gizmo always loved when Brent would hold him, cuddle him. That dog would just get into the craziest, most relaxed positions with Brent. Also with Paul and I don't know. I want to talk about Gizmo a little bit because I'm going to miss him. And I would love to hear ideas of how people have coped or handled dog loss, what you've done to kind of memorialize them, or yeah, I'm not sure. I definitely am not going to bury the dog in the backyard. That's way too much, but maybe cremated and then bury the ashes.
What about the song?
Trevor loves the song "The House That Built Me." I think burying the ashes would be similar. Do you think?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
So the life of Gizmo. We were looking for pets. I didn't want a Shih Tzu. I didn't want a dog where you could see their butthole, like with the tail up. Somehow we wound up with both of those. I didn't want a boy dog because all I knew were boys. And we wound up with that too. So, God, yeah?
And I wish I had a big dog, but
yeah,
Mom's allergic and we can't.
Yeah, we have some family member, Cole, is allergic. I'm allergic. So, hypoallergenic for the most part. Havanese, Shih Tzu. They're pretty hypoallergenic unless they go roll around in the grass and then breathe in all your other allergens. But as far as a dog goes, he was super tiny. He fell off my shoulder in the pet store. So the joke was, well, we'll take this one. And we did. And he looked really funny. He was such a funny looking dog. He had like this weird little eye. And I kept looking at him like, is he not really cute? And it was interesting. But the boys were so excited to finally get a dog. And it was just such a fun time in our family. We brought him everywhere to Trevor's football practice. He'd go on walks.
We took him to a hotel.
Yep.
Snuck him in a hotel.
Yep. Hotels, and would take dogs and breed him around there. And Trevor, do you remember the day we lost him?
Yep.
Yeah. He was about 6 months old and snuck away, and that was an entire day where we couldn't find him. And I swore I was going to find him by the time the boys got off school, but we didn't. So Trevor got off the bus and saw a missing dog poster with Gizmo's picture on it, and that was, yeah, you did. That was a heartbreaking day for me to hear you cry like that. And then miraculously, it was about 8 or 9 at night, I get a phone call and someone said, "We found your dog earlier. They've been in our garage all day. We went to the fair. We didn't know what to do, so we just kept him in the garage until we got back. And on the way home, we saw your poster." So that was really lucky because he had not been microchipped. He didn't have, he had just been bathed, so he didn't have his collar on.
Yep.
That was awful. So that was 14 years ago. So I'm really glad that we didn't have to go through that. What else, Trevi? He's a cuddler. Oh my gosh.
Barks.
Cuddliest dog. Yeah, he likes to bark now because he can't see very well. He used to climb on Paul's lap and do work with Paul. Follow us everywhere, but really just cuddly. Always wants to be in your business. And my parents have been great watching him a lot. Life really changed for everybody when Trevor got in his accident. It was very stressful on Gizmo, very hard on him. Actually went to the emergency room with Gizmo twice during the first few months of Trevor's injury. And that was scary because I did not want to lose Gizmo. I needed Trevor to wake up and have his dog. And so I'm really thankful to the Lord for that. Thank you, Lord, for allowing Gizmo to live as long as he has. This would be so much harder if we didn't have Trevi, because I don't know how families do it. I know there's many families out there that have to bury a family pet or someone's pet after they've lost a loved one. I can't imagine. So anytime I get sad, I'll feel it for a minute and I try to just go right to the gratitude. So many things to be grateful for. The fact we were able to afford an animal and to have that memory in our lives. A lot of goodness. But today's gonna be hard. So we're like a couple hours away. We're gonna have someone come to our house. Gizmo's in a lot of pain. I really struggled with dog euthanasia, and I don't know. Any family that's gone through it. How are you feeling?
Oh,
I just want to make sure I'm not hijacking the conversation.
you're not. You're not. Actually not.
We took Gizmo on a walk today. He had ice
Uh-huh.
cream for breakfast.
Love that.
Yeah, I'm sure that walk did not help his arthritis in his bones, but you know, it's his last day here, and
Better than nothing.
it is better than nothing. That's right. Brent's gonna come over for a minute. We're gonna hang out as, you know, family tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really hard, but it's hard for Paul and I because we never really bought a house together. We never had an actual child together. So this kind of felt like a little piece of that. And then when the year before Trevor's accident, talk about living your best life. I wasn't working. I was just Bible study all day long, hiking almost every other day. And Gizmo and I spent every waking second together. He was literally glued to me. And so it is like losing a best friend. And yeah. So thank you for send your prayers to families fighting for their children's lives and all of that. Not that you can ever say too many prayers, but we just appreciate the platform to talk about him and to share. I find a lot of healing in just talking things out loud and not feeling alone. And I know that we're not alone. This is the first time I've ever done this, but I know millions of families have had to do this before. So I don't know if we're ever going to get another dog. I have a feeling that will be a question. Never say never, but this is really difficult. So I don't know if I would intentionally do this again, knowing I will have to say goodbye. So
That's a risk. Once you buy a dog, he's gonna die someday. So you just never know.
That's true. That is true. It's part of life. And it's a beautiful day. Christ is King. And I have all of my family here, and we have a lot of love and this huge extended family and support system for us. And Trevor's doing great. So what more could I ask for? I'm just gonna probably keep rambling because my heart is sad and I don't want to get teary-eyed, but thanks for letting us talk and share all your stories about your beloved pets. I would love to read them. And please share things you did to cope and things you did to memorialize your dog. I guess we are long format people, Trevor. I just rambled for 10 minutes.
Not me though.
Yeah, wow. You're really stuck with a talker. God bless you, Trevor.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.